talk about the note type. The note type is going to organize the input notes into some kind of scale. If this parameter is just on regular, then it's going to take the input notes as is. So if I play a single note, it'll make a note series made out of that single note just in octaves. So it's just a C. If I play a C major, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G in octaves. If I change it to scalic, you can see this note series automatically gets longer. It's going to make a scale out of the input notes. So if I play a C this time, it's going to actually play a major pentatonic scale. And then if I play a C major chord, it's still going to make a major pentatonic scale. If I play that just on the keyboard, I missed a note. I accidentally hit a wrong note there, but it doesn't matter. Basically, all you need to know is that whether you're making a single note or if you're hitting a chord, it's going to make a scale, usually a shorter scale, 5 or 6 notes, i.e. like a pentatonic scale. If I play a minor chord, that's a C minor, you can see that it's actually longer. It actually adds a note in there. I can't remember which note it's adding. Let's see. Yeah, so that's just playing kind of basically just like a regular C minor. It's just missing the 1, 2, 3. Just missing the 6. Yep. And then let's move on to the next one, Scalic 2. So Scalic 2 is going to make yet another even longer phrase. If I play a single note, it's going to interpret it as a major chord. So it's going to just play a regular C major scale. And then if I play a minor chord, it's going to play a regular C minor scale. And then next we have a chromatic scale. That's really obvious. And then after that we have a whole tone scale. So this is, if you're not familiar with the whole tone scale, it's a symmetrical scale. That just means it has a repeating pattern. And I'm not going to get into like the theory behind symmetrical scales. They're a lot of fun. But with the whole tone scale, since it's only every other note, in other words, there's a whole step between every interval in the scale, there's only really 2 ways to play it, right? Odd or even notes. So technically, there's only 2 ways to play this scale, but regardless, it's going to start on the note that you press. So if I hit a C, and then after that is the diminished scale. It's again going to be interpreting single notes as chords, and then playing a diminished scale based around that key or that chord that you play. Augmented, same thing as diminished. Let's hear what it sounds like in minor. Oh, it's actually the same. Cool. Fourths. That's great. Same in minor as well. Tritones. Yeah, that's interesting. So this is these last 3 scales had more to do with the root note than it did if you're hitting a major or minor. So really single notes are all that matters, and it's going to be probably the bass note of the chord. Then we have fifths. I bet minor is not going to matter here either. Yep. Awesome. So that's everything with the note types. Again, all that it's doing is it's doing a chord scan, reading the input notes, and then developing a scale. It's fashioning the note series based on a scale that you're basically choosing, but with the note type. Nice.